Welcome to day 3, your healing journey, and we're still immersed in the emotional aspect of healing. One of the things I've learned about our emotions is very early on in life, we often learn that we do not have permission to feel. That there are certain emotions that are allowed and other emotions that are not allowed. As a matter of fact, we're told it's better to be seen than to be heard. And it's as if we're told by life that we are not allowed to feel, that we don't have permission to feel. It can be something very simple, like you're 3 years old and you're getting ready to go to nursery school or kindergarten or wherever you're going, and you're crying about something and your mother says to you, "Oh, come on, dry your tears now. We've got to get going. We don't have time for this." And suddenly we get it. We're not allowed to feel, at least not those emotions that have the tears with them. And so we learn how to shut down what we're feeling. Now, when you shut down one emotion, you end up shutting down all emotions. And suddenly we're moving through life and we're wondering, why is it I'm living in the gray zone here? That I'm not really feeling much of anything, that somehow my whole experience of life is muted. And so today we're going to investigate who it is we need permission from to be allowed to feel, how it is that we need permission. Very often we're not aware that we can't feel because at some point or another we were told it wasn't allowed, either by people outside of us or by our own internal dialogue. Our own internal voice said, "Stop feeling, you're not allowed to feel that feeling." And so we first of all need to open up, get permission to be allowed to feel from our loved ones, from our religions, from our culture, from society, from even our jobs, from God, from life, and ultimately we need to get permission to feel from ourselves. So let's do another divine experiment today. And once again, we're going to go on a guided introspection, because it's only in the asking that you receive permission. You have to go about the process of asking. There's something magic that happens, that when you ask permission to be allowed to feel, it opens up something inside all of us that gives ourselves permission to feel. But you discover your own experience of what happens when you ask permission. And so let's dive in. Let's take a nice deep breath in. And letting it out. And another nice deep breath in. And sighing out any tension or resistance. A deep breath in. And letting any tension of the day just fall away. And a deep breath in of ease. And a breath in of trust. And just giving your body and your being and your heart permission just to relax now as we open into this divine experiment, allowing your own presence, your own awareness to be vast and spacious, free and endless in front of you. Let it be boundless and infinite and spacious behind, and free and open to all sides of you. And just resting here in an ocean of acceptance, of pure awareness, of beingness. And into this ocean, imagining right now a campfire. And at this campfire, I'm going to ask you to invite a mentor whose wisdom you trust. Could be a sage, a saint, an enlightened master, but it's someone in whose divine presence you feel safe and whose wisdom you trust. Also at this campfire, I'd like you to invite a younger you. And the younger you can be any age range, from 0 right up to now, and also a present day you. And I'm going to ask the younger you, first of all, to just speak words out loud and empty out loud what it's cost you not to be able to feel your emotions, what it's been like to be feeling shut down. And so when I make the invitation, just give the younger you a voice and let the younger you empty out loud what it's felt like to be trapped inside, not able to feel emotions, not having permission to feel, what it's cost in terms of experiencing all the fullness of life, the panoply of life's emotions, all the spectrum of life's experiences. And so giving the younger you a voice right now, on the count of 3, just start letting the younger you empty out what it's been like not having permission to feel. 1, 2, 3. What has it felt like? Just empty it out. What does it cost you not to be able to have permission? Empty it out. What's been your life experience not having permission to feel? Empty it out. And now I'm going to ask you to repeat some words after me out loud to the younger you. And say these words: I'm so sorry that you didn't have permission to allow all the panoply of life's emotions to come up. That I didn't give you permission, and our family didn't give you permission. Perhaps even your job doesn't give you permission, or your friends don't want to know about it. And now letting the present day you ask the younger you, who do you need permission from to feel? To feel all of the spectrum of life's emotions. Who do you need permission from? And the younger you will start answering out loud, I need permission from mommy or daddy. I need permission from my sisters and brothers. I need permission from my religion. Just keep emptying out. Just open up wide. And in the younger you's voice, let the younger you empty out loud, prefacing everything they say with the words, I need permission to feel from. And you can begin. I need permission to feel from. Empty it out. Who else do you need permission to feel from? And then answer, I need permission to feel from my father, from my culture, my religion. Who else? Who else do you need permission to feel from? Just keep emptying out as a stream of emptying out and opening up. Perhaps you need permission from society. Check with your school teachers. Did you feel like you had permission to be fully yourself and to allow emotions here? Just keep speaking out loud into your room all the ways in which you need permission to be allowed to feel. Check with your religion. Did the religion say there were some emotions that you were allowed and others emotions that were not welcome? Check your relationships. with your partner? Do you feel like you have full permission to be fully expressed and allow emotions to arise with your partner? Or with your kids? Who do you need permission from to be allowed just to feel? Keep emptying out. I know that with my friends in the past, there's been certain emotions that were welcome and other emotions that were not so welcome. And so really checking in with your relationships, your partners, your conditioning at school. Who do you need permission from? And keep saying, I need permission from life, from my country, from my culture, from my gender, whatever it is, to be allowed to feel what I feel. Keep asking for permission. And now the present day you will respond to you, will respond to the younger you and say to you, you have full permission to feel. Life gives you permission. Speak that out loud to the younger you. God gives you permission to feel. Your friends give you permission to feel. Your parents give you permission to feel. Your family gives you permission to feel. All of life gives you permission to feel. You need to give yourself permission to feel. And let the younger you say, I give myself permission to feel. And now giving to the younger you a balloon. And in this balloon is a balloon of self-acceptance. And let the younger you breathe that in. Letting that consciousness suffuse the younger you. And the ability to feel, another balloon with the ability to feel in it. Breathing that consciousness in, letting it suffuse your cells and your being. And another balloon of the ability to feel and express what I'm feeling. Breathing that in. And finally, another balloon of the permission to feel. Breathing that consciousness in. Letting it suffuse the younger you. And turning to the younger you and saying, you have full permission to feel. All the feelings that we as human beings feel. And now hugging that younger you, letting the younger you merge inside now, growing up now with this new opening in consciousness, that there's an acceptance of feeling, a permission to feel, that all of life is giving you not only permission to feel, but to express what you are feeling. And it's all integrating now, and taking another nice deep breath in. Letting it out, and awareness remains vast and spacious in front, free behind, and endless to all sides. And one more nice deep breath in. And letting it out, and you can open your eyes. And we have another assignment here on day 3, and the new assignment is today. Whenever you're interacting with people or friends or life, just in the moment, become aware what's here. It doesn't mean you have to express it or spew it over someone else or make them be blamed or tell a story why you're feeling what you're feeling. But just as you're talking to someone or being with them, just notice the natural emotions that you realize you actually have permission to feel those emotions. And there's no need anywhere to shut them off, close them off, or pretend they don't exist, but just allowing them to rise and to fall, knowing that you have full permission to feel what's here, to be present to what's here, and to allow natural conversation to occur even while the emotions come and go. And so I look forward to tomorrow's timeless session together. And until then, namaste.